Hello all, and welcome to Pacific Profiles, Women-Owned Spotlights from WBEC-Pacific. These spotlights shine the light on a member of the WBEC-Pacific community, the certifying body of WBEC Women-Owned Certification in Alaska, Northern California, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, and Washington State. For more information on our services for women-owned businesses, visit WBEC-Pacific.org or follow the link in the description.
My name is David Lang, and I'm the Marketing and Communications Manager at WBEC-Pacific. Joining us today is Christine Hopkins, President and CEO of ASCI. Welcome, and thank you for being a part of the series.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Tell us about yourself and your business. What inspired you to start and get into your industry, and how long have you been WBEC certified for?
Yeah, so I'll start with the WBEC certified. We've been certified since 2023. And I started in my business in 2013, actually as a succession plan to take over the business. And I took over the business in 2019, short version of a longer story. We went through what I would call a partial liquidation. The banks don't like that term, where we exited 9 of the 11 owners, and I became majority owner in 2021.
Okay, gotcha. What is the biggest challenge you have faced as a woman-owned business, and how have you overcome it?
Honestly, it's we're in a male-dominated industry, so what we do is supply chain management, so warehousing and other logistics support. And I am often I don't know the right word, but people don't think that I have quite the same experience, or they'll ask to speak to my business partner, or just assume that I'm a figurehead because of the kind of
or
business.
Something ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes. And then banking, obviously financial relationships have been a little bit of an issue. We didn't have the kind of challenges that we've had when we were owned and run by men, with having to demonstrate a little bit deeper our capabilities and the ability to navigate through some difficult times.
Gotcha. And then I guess continuing that, what steps have you taken to overcome it or persevere through it?
Just grit and determination, similar to most women. You just buckle down and do it harder.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, you can't ever quite beat grit, as good and bad as it can be. I mean, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
On the flip side of things, what's a fantastic win you've accomplished as a business owner?
Honestly, I think the biggest success is turning the business around. So when I took over in 2019 and started negotiating, buying out the other owners, I didn't realize when I took over what I was taking over. The company was on the facing collapse. A combination of the impact of COVID and the impact of the political unpopularity of oil and gas at the same time. That's the industry that we were in at the time. And deciding not to let the business go under and to carry it through it successfully, going from watching us lose 90% of our revenue to bringing it back to profitable without a loss of any of the core team. I would say that's my biggest success.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I also think, I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but just mentioning that your company is based in Alaska and how critical these operations are just to business up in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a harsh place to be in Alaska, both from the environmental perspective, and then it's just so far away from anything. So when we pivoted into federal contracting, COVID actually worked in our favor because a lot of this stuff was virtual.
Balancing it all out, what keeps you motivated to run your business, and what motivated you to pursue certification?
The pursuit of certification was interesting. It was less about being competitive in contracting, because people don't buy your services for the certification, right? They buy because you know what you're doing. It was more about representation and being proud that we're now woman-owned. We didn't used to be. And so it was kind of the stamp of we've persevered. We've come through it. We're now woman-owned, and representing women in our industry that are often unseen.
Yeah, and understanding, yeah, it's a very male-dominated industry is just,
Yes.
being proud of your accomplishment and where you're at. So what keeps you motivated to run your business then?
Honestly, it's the team. Uh, Watching what they have gone through and how much they've grown over the years that we've
Hmm.
taken to go through this. It is seeing their pride in what we've accomplished that really keeps me motivated to push forward and find that next accomplishment.
Hmm. Have you seen measurable benefits such as new WBE partnerships, opportunities to bid, or corporate connections because of having women-owned certification?
Yeah, yeah. So on the commercial side, so we've split our business into two operating entities. We have a federal contracting entity and then a commercial contracting entity. On the federal side, we actually have a woman-owned small business set-aside contract. So there's been some direct benefit there. On the commercial side, we've definitely um, increased our network of other women business owners that are also WBEC certified. We have a few of them that we have had conversations about providing our services as consulting services to help them along their journey. And then various corporate partners that we've engaged in conversations with.
Yeah.
So the networking has been amazing.
Yeah, that's excellent. Well, and being able to provide that critical step for others in the network or just other women-owned businesses in general, that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Being able to take our experience working for large oil and gas operators. Our biggest contract was with BP when they were operating in Alaska. Um, Being able to take that experience and help smaller businesses that are trying to scale and grow it's been pretty amazing. That's part of why I do what I do is to help others.
Yeah, that's awesome. How does your certification differentiate you from your competitors?
I think, as unfortunate as it is to say, I think there's still a lot of figureheads, which is, honestly, that's why those of us that aren't face that challenge is it is a stereotype that's there for a reason. And the certification helps demonstrate, no, we actually are women led, not just women owned. Um, and the rigor of the certification helps to prove that and demonstrate it.
Yeah, excellent. Has being a part of the WBEC-Pacific community grown your connections with other women-owned businesses?
It has. It has. Despite the fact that we're geographically separated, when I go to some of the national events like conferences, I'm able to connect and meet with people in the region, and then we stay connected.
What WBEC-Pacific events have you participated in, and how have they impacted your business or personal development?
Like I said, we're geographically far away. So going to short regional events has been cost prohibitive. But I have at the national conference, for example, there's WBEC-Pacific events at the conference. So I've gone to those for networking. And then when I've participated in other events such as We Thrive or the We Tuck program, I'm connecting with other regional businesses. Um, and that's been pretty cool.
Which national conferences did you go to specifically?
I went to the New Orleans one. It was actually the first one I've been to, and it was pretty amazing.
Cool. Yeah, and that was just this past year, 2025.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, gotcha.
yeah.
All right, this is the last one, the grand finale. Do you have any advice to other women entrepreneurs who are considering WBEC certification or who are already in the process?
Yes, I would say one, if you're in the process, perseverance is key. It is rigorous, and sometimes the first answer might be no. Don't take that as a no. Take that as an opportunity to kind of get your documentation in order and go back after it. Um, the rigor is part of what makes it valuable to be able to demonstrate it is legitimate, and then stick with it. And I would say that you get out of it what you put into it. Go to the events, participate in the programs. The We Thrive is virtual, and it is absolutely worth it. Once you go to that, it opens up all kinds of other executive education programs that you can participate in that are invaluable both from an education perspective and from a networking perspective.
Yeah, excellent. That's all we have for today. Again, thank you, Christine, for taking the time out of your busy day to join us and share your story.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
You can learn more about ASCI at their website, ascillc.com, or follow their link in the description. You can also find them on social media on LinkedIn and Facebook. Take care, everyone.
Women's Business Enterprise Council Pacific, or WBEC-Pacific, is a regional partner organization of Women's Business Enterprise National Council, also known as WBEC, the largest and most recognized body of women-owned businesses in the United States. WBEC-Pacific serves women-owned businesses in Alaska, Northern California, Idaho, Montana, Oregon, and Washington State. If you're a certified women-owned business in the WBEC-Pacific network and would like to be featured in Pacific Profiles, keep an eye out on your inbox throughout the year for invitations to be featured. Thanks for tuning in.